Hi, Gina. Thank you for joining us. We lost our broadcast, so I had to restart. Here comes Sharon. Hello, Sharon. We're
Hello.
live.
Hi. Okay, now I see the comment.
Our live stream crashed for some reason. There you are. Okay, now we're here.
So Gina, if you could ask folks to go to the other notification, that would be great.
Yes, that would be helpful.
Okay.
I saw the notice pop right up.
So I've got my. Yeah, I did too.
Give it a minute or so.
Yeah,
Let people
so,
get in.
Hey, Rochelle. Nice to see you.
Hey, Sharon, before we sign off, I have a message from you for later after we finish our broadcast.
Oh, okay.
A sweet update.
What's that?
A sweet update and gratitude.
Oh, okay.
On that topic we've been working on.
Yeah. You know, I talked to my brother the other day, and I think I said this on the show last night, a couple of nights ago, and he said to me that he's been psychic all his life too. He just never.
Yeah. I got that when
really
I was doing a reading. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
I think it's nice that you guys can talk about it now.
Well, exactly. Oh, thank you, Rochelle. I know I was going to comment on Kathy's beautiful top there. I love that color.
Thank you. It's just a workout top.
Yeah.
I went purple works with the gray hair. I like my silver hair with my purple tops. I can't wear red. I look like I love it on everybody else. I've never been able to wear red. It makes me look like my blood pressure is going through the ceiling. And how are you, Rochelle? Nice to see you. Yeah, it brings all the red out of me.
Your daughter's doing a little better.
Hi, Janet.
Yeah, well, I have to wear kind of an orangey red, like a little bit of an orangey hue, and that's what I could do. Oh, hey, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Oh, he's going to be able to jump. He might be able to jump at the end of the stream.
Oh, let me. Kevin, I will send you it. We had to restart because StreamYard crashed.
Sure.
I will send you a new link, Kevin, and join us if you can. Let me pop in here and do an invite really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I get my keyboard to work. Oh no, we lost Sharon. Sharon has the link. Oh, should come back in. So how is everybody today? And Kevin, I sent you the new link because we had to restart. Hopefully StreamYard's going to cooperate today. Today we decided to do a mix of political and personal questions. So anybody that has questions, go ahead and throw it up. You can put like an icon or something around it so I can see it better because of my visual problems. Well, thank you. I just blew it out really quick. My hair's naturally curly, so yeah, I get lazy sometimes and just blow it out fast. Oh, Gina, I will grab my email. I haven't checked my emails. I worked in email-driven occupation, and after I retired, I banned my emails, and now I'm using it again, and I have to get back in the habit of actually opening my emails. Yeah, I used to get up to 200 emails a day, and it was yeah. When you work in a business that everything's email driven, it drives you crazy. I know a lot of people have that issue with emails nowadays, but yeah, I will get back with you, Gina, and we'll get that scheduled. Oh, Sharon's backstage. Yeah, sorry, Sharon, I wasn't looking at the right screen.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm reading
Yeah,
off my big laptop so I can see the words because the print's so small on my.
That's why I went into the video and popped you a message.
Yeah,
I accidentally closed the StreamYard tab. I bumped myself out.
So, like I said, anybody that has a question, just throw a heart or something in front of it so we can see it really well, and or the hot lips or whatever you want.
Yeah, well, put hearts or hot lips on either side of your message, and please do it in capital letters. I'll grab the questions for Kathy because I don't have vision problems, so
yeah, my right eye has
we make a good team that way
right now. Yeah, we do make it.
And I'm glad, Sherry, that you're feeling better. She said she had the cold from hell. I'm so glad.
Oh, so sorry to hear.
Yeah, the silver lining of, I've always been very, very careful during COVID. I still wear a mask and all that kind of stuff, even though I'm double vaccinated. And it's nice not having colds.
Oh, yeah. This is the first year I have not had the cold, the flu, or anything in my life. So I'm very, very grateful for masks. And to me, it just proves that masks work. And I'm still in quarantine. Yeah, I'm still in quarantine mode because
my cat wants to get in.
Yeah, I'm in quarantine mode because I have medical tests coming up. So I was told to stay in quarantine to make sure I don't get exposed to anything. And I've only been out once, and I double masked and picked up a few groceries and bought gas, and that's it. I haven't been out for 2 weeks.
Yep. Hi, Tiara. Nice to see you. I just let my cat in. He's got me well trained.
Hi, Tiara. Oh, he found himself a girlfriend?
My other cat. No. He has me well trained. My other cat that I had she was the cat's meow. But she was very quiet. If she wanted to go out, she would just stand by the door, sit by the door and wait till you noticed.
That's Tucker.
And, yeah. But this Tucker one, he's very chatty.
Just for
he's
food.
Very chatty.
Tucker thinks that every time he comes in, he's supposed to have a can of cat food. And I'm like, no, it's not dinner time. Oh, yes. Thank you very much, Gina. Maybe Gina needs to be my Arlene.
Yeah.
You want the job, Gina?
Oh, Arlene was inundated with questions last night. She couldn't keep up.
I know. You need to let Arlene know when you're coming on over here that we can take the spillover if there's too many.
Yeah.
On Sunday, because we do the personals and.
Yeah. I'll let her know that. Yeah, if people were getting testy.
And there's no reason for that. I mean,
no,
we're trying to do our best.
An an hour and a half in, they're coming in asking a question and then getting upset. Well, an
Well,
hour and a
she
half
had
in.
people coming in
Well,
like at the last 5 and 10 minutes that were asking if it
exactly.
was time to get their questions in.
Yeah.
A couple of them I said, I'll be on Sunday. Just come over to Sharon will be with me on
Yeah.
Sunday. Come over,
Right.
And
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
said,
I didn't see a lot of the chat. I mean, I saw some things, but my concentration wasn't as good last night, so I tried not to distract myself.
yeah, that's the way I was last week. I had been sick, and anytime your chemistry's off and you're a reader, it throws everything out of balance. And oh no, I made it in here with
Okay.
no coffee.
Is your coffee just on the kitchen counter, or can you grab
I
it?
don't know where I left it. I would just have to. I can survive.
Okay.
I've already had
I've
3
got my
cups.
coffee.
It's not like I haven't had
Oh,
any.
wow, you're fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so Rochelle has a question.
Is there a love for you? There's a love for everybody, Rochelle.
Can you pin the question?
Yes, I can. Boom. She's so cute.
Yeah. Rochelle, I'm available. I thought I'd give it a shot.
I have this feeling that's not working for you.
I know it hasn't worked before. I don't think it. No, I need another tool another arrow in my quiver.
I don't think you're masculine enough for her, Sharon.
No, and I don't want to be masculine either.
Totally get it. Totally get it. Let's see what we come up with here. I'm hearing yes, there is somebody. Let's see where that's going to play out.
Yeah.
There's a full moon tomorrow. It's a good time to put that wonderful list out into the universe.
Yeah, that's right.
I have more luck on the full moon than the new moon myself. And I always lay my crystals on, I write my list out and I lay my crystals on them to charge in the moonlight. Really good luck. Well, Rochelle, you're going to like these cards. Like Sharon Ketchup.
I'm going to just mute myself while I'm shuffling.
Did you get your characters deck yet, Sharon? No? I'm going to go ahead and start while Sharon's shuffling and laying her cards out. This is looking good for you, Rochelle. I'm starting with the stars, which is a yes card. There's somebody coming in your future and he's in the stars. Like I said, I get that list out of what I want in my next relationship. Send it out to the universe and let the stars bring it to you. I'm seeing you as the Queen of Wands. I think you're ready for a new relationship. This gentleman is a messenger. He's going to be financially stable. Maybe even be a little bit of a younger man. Who knows?
Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be nice. Ooh la la.
Mm.
And I see you walking under the moon with him because he is your Knight of Pentacles. He's financially stable. And I think this is going to be a good match. I'm feeling like he's coming towards you in this next year, in this like towards the spring. Yeah, I'm hearing spring. So just Sit tight. Let him come. Like I always tell everybody when I do love readings, when people are coming towards you, don't hunt for them. They'll come to you. And I'm feeling like this is one that he'll see you. He's interested. He will approach you. You'll catch each other's eye. And this is somebody new too. You don't know this person. It's going to be new to your life.
Okay. Bottom of the deck. Woo, the energy of the reading. Got the Emperor here. Here's that sexy guy waiting for you. And work on that manifestation. But again, don't be obsessing about it. I need lessons in that too, Rochelle.
Hey, Rochelle, you don't want an obey, or you want somebody with balance. You're equals.
Exactly.
With
So
mutual
work
respect.
on your manifestation, but then let it go. And look at that guy. Ooh, the King of Wands.
Ooh.
The only thing I would caution you is don't let your thoughts get to you. There's a lot of confusion and argy-bargy in your mind. You're constricting yourself by your thoughts, so get rid of that. And nurture. That relationship's going to come. I have a feeling it's going to be something that you're going to nurture. I don't think it's going to be bang. You're together. I think friendship first. And I feel like this is a really good guy. He likes children, and he's got a dog there. This guy's a good-looking guy.
He has a dog.
He doesn't look like
I'm sorry, but he has a dog that's very important.
Oh, he has?
This guy has a dog.
Okay.
He's a dog guy.
Yeah.
His dog is his baby. He doesn't have children, but he has a dog.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yes, that's right, Rochelle. Slow and steady.
Yeah. Don't let your head get to you, Rochelle. Don't play the head games with yourself. Just set that stuff aside. When you find yourself doing it, just go, no, I'm not going there.
Yeah, exactly. And Rochelle, I struggle with that all the time. So
I get in my own way too.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm always chasing something. I'm available. I don't think that's going to work though.
I've known Sharon a long time. She's actually not the chaser either.
No, I'm not a chaser. No, it seems like I am, but I'm not.
It's an online running joke. I think it's her way of being comfortable.
I just like being soft.
She laughs at herself by talking about it online.
I laugh at
myself. Doing.
That's exactly.
Hi, Sherry.
Okay, Rochelle, don't continue to try. Just, full moon, put your wishes out there, manifest, and then leave it. Mm-hmm. Leave it.
And don't be on the hunt. This man, you'll see him someplace public. You guys will catch each other's eye, but he'll approach you. And you'll run into this guy someplace several times. I mean, you know how that happens. You keep on crossing paths. And then he'll finally approach you and ask you out for coffee or something very casual. And you guys will just hit it off.
Okay, Sherry's got a question.
Yeah, she has
asked Dennis if I had a magnet. Well, I would. I get yes.
Yeah, Dennis steps forward really fast, Sharon. You'll feel his energy.
Pardon
You'll know it. I said Dennis will step forward really quickly.
Oh, He did. I just saw him. So, and Rochelle, what do you mean by do it? Are you talking about me approaching somebody? It's confusing when you're dating women. You know who approaches who. There's no, there's no role there.
I'm looking for Sherry's question. I'm sorry.
It's there. It's under Rochelle's comment that says
Well,
cool
there's
with
several
the
of
dog.
them.
It's at 1:55.
Thank you.
1:55 p.m. Oh, I see, Rochelle. Okay.
There it is.
1:55. Do you see it?
Yeah, I
You
got it.
got it. Oh, there's Dennis there.
He's such a sweetheart.
Oh,
Do you see the angel on their picture? I
the
see an
angel.
angel in that starburst. It's
Oh,
right
you
between
do.
them.
Yeah, I see the light. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he says yes, but let's. He wants you to be happy. You know, he's on the other side. He doesn't have those feelings of jealousy or anything like that. He loves you. He loves you so much, and he wants you to be happy.
Yeah, I've read that for Sherry before. But if he chooses not to meet somebody else, he's okay with that too. But he would really love you to meet somebody because he
Yeah,
wants your happiness. He knows.
he wants you happy.
Sherry, he's still there with you. He's always there with you.
Absolutely.
I love Dennis's energy. He's fun.
Oh yeah.
He's
a love
such
bug.
a deeply spiritual person too.
Oh. Yeah. I only need to hold up the one card. He wants you to be happy. The 10 of Cups.
And quit doing this to yourself, Sherry. He doesn't want you here. He wants you there.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other card I had was that, she's not.
He wants you to look, to reach out beyond yourself.
And here's the 4 cups. You're missing that cup that the universe is here. Dennis is handing you that cup saying, I'm over here. I want you to be happy. Take the cup.
You have the stars on your side, Sherry.
Oh, yeah.
The whole universe is around you. And your guardians and Dennis. Everybody just wants your happiness. And you deserve it.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, the chat hasn't moved for a while. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's still. Yeah, no.
I'm still showing us live, though.
Yeah, no, we're live. No, it's just that. Here we go. You're welcome. Aw.
I talked to Sherry and I are friends offline too.
Hi.
So she knows I talk to Dennis a lot. He comes forward with he comes and sees me. I have several people I've read for that their loved ones still stay in touch. It's really funny.
So
not only do I get
I'm wondering,
friends, but I get spiritual friends.
Yeah, that picture in the of Sherry and her husband, does he have white? Did he have white hair before he died?
He has dark brown hair.
Yeah. Anyways.
I said to her, she needs to go through her family photos. I bet she has a lot of pictures with those starbursts around him.
Wouldn't be surprised.
that pick up. That happens with people that are spiritually connected a lot.
Yeah. So Sherry says, well, Rochelle, we need to get out. You need to get out and pick up your heels. I know this COVID is not very good for our love life, is it, Sherry?
That's funny because the last few love readings I've done for different people, everybody has somebody coming into their life, but it's like coming towards the spring and into next year. It's like COVID's still keeping these relationships restricted. But I'm feeling like things are going to get better after the winter, and come spring, people are going to be able to get out more. Our restrictions, the COVID's going to lift up and not be as dangerous, and we're going to go into a more social, the ability to get out more socially without having the restrictions that we have now.
So Sherry says that his hair was getting there. He was getting whiter. So yeah, I definitely saw him. Okay. Do you want to read on my love life, Kathleen?
I'd rather read on your love life privately, Sharon.
I don't care. Go for it.
I never know what I'm going to get when I read on your love life.
Oh, come on. Go for it.
They should go, why did you say that online?
I don't care. I little hang
You know what? I'm going to have fun with it, Sharon.
All right, you could do a fun reading. Yes.
I'm going to use my deck of characters. Let's see what comes up for you.
Gina wants to know. Okay, do a fun reading on me, and then we'll go to Tiara. She's wondering if marriage is in the cards for her. Or we could do Tiara first.
Oh, and we have Tiara too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just said that.
Oh.
Sherry says, hold on, my mask.
Let's see. I mean, get Sherry's question down real quick so she doesn't have to feel like she's on the spotlight.
Oh, I like looking at her and her hubby.
I know. It's a beautiful picture, isn't it?
Beautiful picture. You can just see the love energy between them. It's just so neat.
I think Sherry and Dennis had a marriage like Wayne and Suzanne. They were just together. They met young. They were together all their life. They just knew from the moment they met. Which is, I'm gonna pop Tiara's up, but I'm gonna do your reading first.
Okay. So Rochelle says, LA, there has to be proof of vaccination for restaurants and bars, so paid off. I just got mine. I applied for my card, but in the meantime, they gave me, I just have to show this picture. I don't know if you can see it at all. I know my feet's not very good, but what it is it says vaccinated, and then it has a QR code so that they can check it and see that I'm twice vaccinated.
Yeah, I am. Because I'm going through a UCSF, San Francisco, University of California, San Francisco. My medical records has an ID card in it, built in, and it picked up off the statewide system from my vaccine, from where I got my vaccine, which I didn't know they were doing here in the United States. So I show that now, because I can pop it right up on my phone, and it comes right out of my literal medical records. So it's really nice.
Yeah. Hi, Gima. Nice to see you, Gima.
This is funny, Sharon.
Right now, Kathleen's doing a funny love reading for me. She's going to roast me.
Yeah, Sharon's got so much tuition out there on this lever that she's attracting the elves.
So much what? Oh, elves.
Yeah, so much squishing, and then you're attracting all the
Uh-huh.
elves, and they're ghosting you.
They're ghosting me?
They're ghosting you. But what you're really wanting is that master relationship, the one that works. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
This is funny. You're gonna
I
laugh at
see.
this.
I see. He just has a third eye, nothing else. Or she. I mean, she.
Yeah, she's also going to be intuitive too, obviously, with that third eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going to be a
What?
new birth. I don't see a pregnancy for either of you, but this is going to be a birth of new relations. You're going to love this card because this reminds me of a dream you had. You've got a sturdy
Oh,
foundation
yes.
started to build this relationship.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to fall into a hole.
Yes.
So don't worry about the
Well, thank
hole.
you.
The hole is not where the relationship's going. This is where the relationship's
All
going.
right.
You've got the good
Okay.
bones for a new relationship, and it won't fall in the hole.
Yeah. Yes.
There's no guns
Yeah.
involved. It's all about crystals, enlightenment.
Maybe it means. Oh,
I think she's
no
also
guns
going to
involved.
be a
Well, thank you.
spiritual person. And this is a no broken hearts
Good.
involved. All the broken hearts are in the past. So
Yes,
I
they
see
definitely
that you
are.
will meet somebody. I
Yeah.
love these cards. They're so
I'm
fun.
trying to not let it happen. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, broken hearts in the past, and I've definitely have had a broken heart.
Yeah.
My last major, my
As soon as I
marriage.
saw the broken heart, I said, and it was in the past position too. It went, nope, that's the past.
Yeah, no, oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I
And
cracked up
it got
laughing when
broken.
this card came up
Oh,
in the reading. I was like, oh,
yeah.
babies, all right.
Maybe fur
And my guy
babies.
went, that's not babies. That's the birth of a new love.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna roast me. That was a good reading. Oh, Kevin says he can jump on in about 10 minutes, and he's very excited. Be nice to meet you, Kevin.
Anytime. We're looking so forward to reading with you, Kevin. Kevin and I have become very good friends, and we do a lot of reading behind the scenes privately, just, practicing and just socializing. And I keep telling him we need to start recording these because we've had some amazing readings that have all come true, especially about Ida. Oh, I went back and pulled our chats to look at what dates we were. A month before Ida even hit, nobody was reading on it. Kevin got a hit on Ida hitting New Orleans and the flooding and the rain and all that. It was amazing. And the only documentation of it's our chat. Because we were texting back and forth during the readings.
Gina, you're saying my broken heart was last year? No, it was 8 years ago.
7 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, 8 years ago. Although my heart was broken for years after that. It took me a long time to get over it. But
Tiara wants to know, is there a marriage card for her? Let's find out.
Okay. You're a hot mess? Well, we all are, Kevin. Don't worry. We don't judge. And the good thing is we can't smell you, Kevin.
I don't know. He's so cute. I think he's adorably cute. He's married. I'm married.
I was going to say, his husband wouldn't like you saying that.
Oh, his husband's cute too. You should see him there. His husband and him meshed together like my husband and me. If you saw him in a crowd, you'd put those two together, Yeah, his husband's cute too.
I know. Yeah, we have a lot of tourists here, and I can spot the gay couples, and it's not because they look gay. You could just feel the energy.
You know, it's funny because most of my friends are gay. I don't know. My sister always
I have friends.
asked me, I said,
I
well,
have
I
friends of
don't
all.
hand out a survey and say, fill this out. Can I be your friend? I said, I like people for who they are. I'm not judgmental. So that's probably why. Because I really don't
Yeah,
care what you do in
I
your
have
private
friends.
life.
I have friends of all ages. I have friends of all ages and all stripes. So
Yeah.
it's about their heart. Okay, TRIs, marriage and the cards for you. I just had a peek at one card. It looks good. You know, when you cut the cards or some card is visible to you while you're shuffling. I take that
Uh-huh.
into account as well. I saw a good card.
My underlying card is the messenger.
Oh. Mm.
Wait till you see my first card pull, though. Right off the bat, I get the 10 of Cups, the happy family. Nice family card.
You know, I don't know if this will resonate with you, Tiara, but you can please tell me. But the cards I have is that you're going through a lot of turmoil. I think you're having to release a lot of baggage. And at the end of that journey, you'll find your guy or your person. That's the King of Wands. And also the energy of the reading is 6 of Wands, which is victory. So I'd say yes, but there's some turmoil. Here's the 5 of Wands, which is, argy-bargy, a lot of stuff going on in your head. And you get the Temperance card. So I think you need to purify those thoughts, like get rid of them and send them to the center of the earth and let the earth purify them, because you're in your head a lot. And I think you have to get rid of a lot of baggage. This is the 10 of Wands. It seems like you've had a hurt in your life as well. And you're wanting a more equal partnership. So the 6 of Pentacles. You're looking for someone that's going to treat you well, and you're more of an equal. And 10 of Swords. Now in other decks, this can be a really not so good card, but in this deck I see it as you handing it over to your ancestors, handing it over to your spirits, but you've got work to do in releasing
The plus
a
side
lot of
about that
stuff.
particular 10 of Swords, it's not in her back, it's above her.
Exactly. It's not in her back. And I always see this as your ancestors and your guides.
Rising. It's
So
above.
yeah, so listen to what your guides are saying. Listen to just let it go. But you've got some work to do, and then you'll find that guy, that person. And as I said, the energy of the reading is victory. So it's coming, but you've got some work to do. Does that make sense to you?
That is so funny that you got that, because my first card is the happy family. That's going to be in her, coming towards her. But the next card I get is the 3 of Swords, but she's looking overseas, waiting for her ships to come in. And these seas are rough and they have current in
They're
there.
really rough. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's you looking at, I think it's a looking across what you're working through right now, waiting for your ships to come in. But you're still dealing with some issues with yourself that you need to resolve.
Yeah, she says here, definitely makes sense, Sharon. I'm working on letting go of all the negative energy and thoughts. She said, I'm working on it.
I'm seeing that this is my center of the reading, but I'm not seeing this representing I think this card is representing your past relationships. You've had financially controlling, greedy people that are overbearing, narcissistic, controlling people. And this is what you're moving away from.
Yeah,
but then I get the Knight of Swords. this is the new love moving in is your Knight of Swords.
Knight of Wands.
Or,
Knight of
no,
Wands.
that's my Knight of Swords. That's a sword.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're
It's a
right.
wand.
It is a wand. You have this deck too. You're right. It's a wand. I'm looking at this sword, and you're looking at the wand he's holding.
At the wand. Well, I know that deck well because you
yeah, this is one of our go-to decks. Yeah, you're right. This is the Knight of Wand, though, and that's movement forward. This is your thing. You do need to watch your finances. Finances are. This isn't going to be a rich man, but he's not going to be a poor man. But you'll need to watch your finances, and you'll be okay.
She says we're on fire, Kathy. True.
Oh, well, thank you.
All the stuff we're saying.
And Sharon and I do really good energy mesh. We've been reading together for what, about a year and a half now, Sharon? Something like that.
A year. It's coming up to a year. We met in October. Doesn't that sound crazy? Like I met you in October. I met Lisa.
Well, we came together as a complete group, a practice group in October.
Yeah, but it seems like it's 5 years.
Oh, it seems like we've known each other a lifetime.
Yeah, well, it's that speeding up of time. Oh, you're welcome, Tiara.
Yes, you're welcome, Tiara.
Yeah.
I see a lot of new love coming. I think this whole next 2022 is going to be a more positive evolve for the United States. I see our energy and our vibrations lifting up. And we're going to get out of this dwelling negativeness that Trump has left that film on us about. I think we're going to see the disappearance of it's going to be a slow move, but slowly all those neo-Nazis and those crazy Trumpsters are just going to crawl under rocks eventually and disappear. They're losing steam. I mean, look what happened in DC on the 18th. I think that happened because one major announcement that as they're putting up the fences, they're noting that, look, we're putting all these new security cameras in. Oh, and by the way, they have facial recognition. And we got the faces of all the insurrectionists that we haven't caught yet. So go ahead, come on in. And I think that's why nobody showed up. I really do. I think that's why nobody showed up.
Oh, yes. Yes, I saw pictures of the mall. They weren't there.
They
but
said anything between 100 and 450 people, that was it.
I didn't even see that. But anyways.
Half of them were reporters there to report on it. There were more reporters than protesters.
Exactly. Yeah. Linda G had put out something on her community page saying, "Oh yeah, I told you it was going to be a nothing burger," and so I said, "Yeah, the mall actually was full." I said the mall was full of the spirits of people that have passed from COVID because of Trump's policies, and everyone else who has followed him. That mall was full of spirits.
Yeah. I was glad nobody came out. I'm glad there was no counter protesters to ag them on. That was my biggest concern, was if we keep the counter protester, and the same thing with the October 2nd march with the women's march on abortion. Get out there, march. Stay focused on your message. We have rights. We want to keep our rights. Don't get involved with the counter protesters, the pro-lifers. Don't argue with them. Don't acknowledge them. Ignore them. Because as soon as you ignore them and you don't engage, it dissipates their message. It stops any reportable arguments and things like that. Here comes Kevin. I can get my mouse.
And thank you, Ellen. Thank you for the compliment. She says red is definitely my color. Also, I'm going to pull a card for Greater. She just wanted a card. Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Sharon. Hi, Kathy.
We are so happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Both Sharon and I can admit we have been dying to read live with you.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So I've been bugging Kevin for ever since I started my channel. When are we going to do this? When are we going to do this? No pressure.
Yeah, sorry I'm coming on so late. I just had a lot of stuff going on this weekend. So. a little crazy, but
Yeah, well, we had talked
nice
earlier.
to be here.
It's so great to have you. So we opened it to personal and politicals. So
Okay.
far, we've been doing personals. And I know you were listening while we were driving. Jean Ma's got one. Let's see, it just came up.
She wanted me to. I pulled a card for her, and I'm going to pull the card from another deck for her too. Okay. Well, an offer of love. I don't know that it's. So here's the Knight of Cups, Jima. I don't think it's romantic love. I think it's just there's a lot of people that love you, and they're going to remind you of that fact. And then the next one I've got is the Four of Air, and it's time to rest. So I hope you're taking care of yourself. The Four of Air is the Four of Swords, so you know where the soldier goes into rest to recover. So that this is about. It says allow more time for making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Yes, I thought it was your family too, Gma. So that's definitely love from your family. They adore you. So that's your card. And the other one is just take care of yourself. Yes, you have. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's time to take some time for you. She's been very busy with her granddaughters.
Oh, I know she has been really, really busy with her granddaughter. I'm going to pull a postcard from Spirit for you, Gma.
Yeah, it's so nice to meet you, Kevin.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Sharon.
Yeah.
The card is
Really
Be
nice.
Fearless, which is funny because I did my last show on fear. It says, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times when you might find yourself overgiving. It might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, and the rescuer. In the art of overliving, we sometimes overlook the importance and skills of receiving gracefully with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people. Maybe you. I know I have a terrible time with that personally. You do not need a this is that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. You can give up the old stories that you have convinced you have to do everything alone with no help.
She's understanding this.
Let
Kathy.
your well be filled. We love you so, so much. That's a beautiful card. That is anybody that's like Gma, me, that is a giver and not a receiver is so hard for those of us that are always helping others to receive or to even ask for help. So this was a great card.
What deck is that, Kathy?
Yeah.
This is the postcards from Spirit.
I remember you pulled one of those for me before. I really like those cards.
Yeah. And you know, they're put out by, where are they made by? Colette Baron Reed.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen Sage Healer. Karen Sage Healer that used to read all the time with Debbie. She's just starting she's been posting some new videos now. She used this deck all the time when they were reading together. And I fell in love with them so much I had to buy them. And I pull these every day for personal inspirations. The messages are just beautiful.
They are beautiful messages.
I should buy this deck for you. Kevin, don't buy it, Austin. I'll get your address and I'll send it.
Well, thank you.
Everybody, I love cards, so.
Aw. Gma says, thank you to us, and that we've made her cry. You're definitely getting the message, Gma, to take care of yourself. That you tend to give too much. So yeah,
Gina, we love you
so that,
too.
we love you
I threw a
too.
couple cards for Gma, and I was definitely getting. My guides told me to be patient because I feel really good things coming your way, Gma. But I do get that you have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different options and directions that you can take. And your obstacle is to get out of your head a little bit. I feel like you're a little bit in your head. But above you, you have the Ace of Pentacles, so new financial, a new job, some good new finance news.
Yeah.
And I see the happy family below you. I do get that you're feeling a little melancholy, maybe with some legal issue with the Justice card here. But I see that definitely going in your favor with the Three of Cups. Something to do with women or celebrations, friendship. So try to stay out of your head a little bit if you can, Jima. But I see a lot of great things coming for you. Spirit's just telling me to let you know to be a little patient. It's coming very soon.
Those are beautiful,
And I
Kevin.
think the balance, the Justice card, could also be watching the balance.
Yeah, of course.
Your, what we've been doing. Yeah, absolutely. Nice cards.
Great cards. Great reading, Kevin.
All right.
Thank you.
I love your style. Ellen is here. Ellen,
Absolutely.
your dad came to me this
Yeah,
week.
she asked about moving.
Yes. Ellen, your dad came to me this week. Ellen's father has the energy of my father. I'm gonna get a hold of you later, Ellen, and I'll give you the message from your father. But yes, let's read on this question for Ellen.
I don't know if you can hear me, but my face looks frozen on the stream,
Yeah.
but I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you too, Kevin, but you are frozen. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Weird.
frozen, but I hear you really well.
Yeah, you're clear on my
really
end.
well
It's
too.
just my camera, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't know. You're not far from my daughter. I was talking to her on the phone earlier on FaceTime, and we were having the same issue. We could hear each other really well, but the picture kept freezing. So maybe it's something with the satellites in your area.
Maybe. At least I can still talk to you. It's like a phone call now.
Yeah, right. Or you could try going out and coming back
You
in.
could go out and come back
I can
in.
do that.
We'll bring you forward. That usually will unfreeze it.
Okay, let me try that.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have time, my plans were to move from Virginia to North Carolina, then on to Georgia. But it looks like it might not happen. Will I actually be moving, or am I staying here? I'm confused.
Right off the bat, I heard stay out of Georgia. I don't know why.
Stay out of Georgia.
Stay out of Georgia.
There we go.
Okay. Is Alan moving?
My guide said move when I was just reading that, so I definitely feel a move.
Yeah, I'm hearing North Carolina's okay, but stay out of Georgia. I don't know what it is that they don't want you going to Georgia.
Yeah, I saw the 10 of Wands. In the yeah, she's moving. Maybe it'll come up in my throat. But anyways, I saw the card where where all the baggage is on the horse or the donkey, and she's moving. Yes, please subscribe to Kevin's channel too. Kevin's Loving Vibration Tarot. Gina's put up the
Oh, thanks for the shout out,
URL there.
Gina. I appreciate that.
You. I think Gina's she's trying out for being our Arlene or Lucienne, and she's doing a great job. Kathy, I think she's got the job.
Yeah.
She has my vote.
Yes, mine too.
I'm voting for Gina. She gives me great feedback too.
Yeah. Okay.
It's funny when I laid these cards. This is where you're at now. You're having a battle and trying to move to higher ground and make this decision for your move. You don't want to be out in the cold with that Five of Pentacles. But I have the Judgment Angel on your side that this is going to be a good decision for you. And it's going to be a prosperous position. And then my last card, this is what I got. And it when I laid it down, I heard Georgia. There's some kind of heavy burden in Georgia that you don't want to get involved in. So I pulled clarifiers on why, why to avoid Georgia. I get an Ace of Cups. I think if you make the one move but don't move on to Georgia, it's going to be prosperous. You're going to reap what you sow. And you'll have 2 full cups. You won't lose anything. I think Georgia's going to actually be a loss of some kind for you. It's weird that I'm getting such a strong state. Just Georgia, no, not Georgia.
I'm feeling a pull towards North Carolina myself.
Yeah, the North Carolina.
Saw the state in my third eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I saw this when I tuned into Ellen's energy. You know, I always look over here, and I saw this card. So she is moving, and this is the Four of Wands, and you're going to be happy with this move. Here, I see this as your new house, new place that you're going to be moving into. So it's a good move. You're going to be happy. Just like Spirit guide you, listen to your ancestors, and they're telling you you've got this. I see this, the Emperor. He's a very, very confident guy. He, just be confident that this is going to be a good move for you. It's going to be fine. You've got this. And then you end up with the Victory card,
nice.
6 of Wands. So it's looking good. Oh, the link didn't work. Gina says the link didn't work.
What link?
For Nasty Woman. Well, you've got it repeated there. Oh, you're welcome, Ellen.
And Ellen, if you don't mind, I'll give you a call after we're done and talk to you.
Yeah, that link you've put up, Gina, it's running into each other. Like there's no spaces, and you've repeated it quite a couple of times there. So that might be the problem. But it should work.
I've only seen it once.
Well, I had a couple cards that went flying out for you, Ellen. I see with the move, there might be some financial issue, juggling of money to make this move happen. But right next to it, I get the Queen of Pentacles. So there is that security will be there for that move. I'm not sure if the move is for a man or if it's just you really strategizing on this move.
I'm hearing business. I'm sorry.
I see a lot of turmoil at the moment, a lot of bickering, maybe fighting on the move. But all the other cards around it are all major arcana cards. I get the Wheel of Fortune crossing it, so I definitely see it as a fateful decision to move. And below I get the Fool, so it's beginning a new adventure. I definitely see that as a move. In your past, you've definitely been planning this move for a long time. And in the future, I get the Death card, which is all about transformation, big changes coming. So I definitely see a move. Like I said, I was seeing the state, like the outline in my third eye of North Carolina. So I definitely feel a move towards that area. So
North Carolina is supposed to be beautiful. Right?
yes.
And
That's
South
one of the
Carolina,
places I
yeah.
dreamed about moving forever. And
I think the mountain region in there is really pretty too.
it's
On the west side, I believe.
Yeah, don't get too close to the coastline though, because they do get hit with hurricanes pretty regularly. I'm gonna be in a little bit. Did you see Gina's message? She says, "Now I'm fired." Why are you fired, Gina?
Maybe she means tired.
Oh, I think
So
about
that
posting your website. I think that's what she was referring to. I'm fired now. And no, Sharon doesn't have ability to fire my help.
No,
Send
no,
Sharon.
you're not fired.
We'll
You're
send
not
Sharon
fired.
to the
No
Nancy
way.
Women Corner.
We'll just deduct $50 from your salary. That's all. Okay. I'm just going to. I'm just going to put a link in the chat here. But I have to get into YouTube to do it.
I know I should give you control on your end too, huh?
Yeah, I don't have control. I'm not used to this. I'm used to controlling everything.
I can actually share power with Sharon on my website. So
Oh, really?
I'll have to figure out how to do that, Sharon, and I will add you into a control position. I would give you some power, Sharon.
you don't want me to have that power. I'm not very tech savvy myself, so I don't know how helpful I would be.
We've talked a lot. We're like we both stumble through it and figure it out on our own eventually. Yeah.
I used to be a lot better with computers and stuff.
It's funny because I used to write software programs and stuff, so I've got enough background for it, but yeah, things have changed over the last 30, 40 years. I used to work in the dot matrix system, doing software writing way back in the olden days, right after the dinosaurs died off.
With the computers back then too, with dial-up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I was a kid back then.
And yeah, and the dial-up in our area stayed around longer than, like we're up a side of a mountain here. We're about 1,000 feet up, and we just don't. Actually, people in our street have fast internet. They finally got it. I think they got cable or through the telephone company, but we're so
it
far
cost you
off.
probably about $10,000 to run that up your road.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it was going to be $50,000. So,
oh my God.
No. So anyway, I've got satellite. So that's why my feed is not great. Now it was better, but since COVID, there's been a lot of people on the satellite feed, and the quality is deteriorated. So I've been complaining to them, but there's nothing they can do. They say.
And I think
GMA says now let's not show our age.
Well, we're all 39.
And Gina, you're
Except for
still
Kevin,
hired, and I won't
he's
be
getting there.
I'm getting there.
I don't even know
Yeah.
how old you are, Kevin. I know
So,
you're
Gina,
about my daughter's age. You're in that age group, anyways.
I
You're in
just
the
turned
third-
31 in end of July, so.
Oh, you're younger than I thought you were. I figured you were about
well,
35. So you're at that ageless
yeah.
age.
Well, my youngest is 31. I have two daughters. One is 34 and the other's 31. So yeah, you're a baby, Kevin. You're just a baby.
I feel old for my age. I think I'm an old soul, so.
Yes.
Oh, you're definitely an old soul.
Yeah, absolutely. And my two girls are the same way. They're old souls for sure. And I am as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
age means nothing.
Sharon's daughters are definitely old souls too. And Herc,
Yeah, absolutely.
our sweet baby Jay, he's has a real old soul too. You're here for a reason, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right, so Gina M, don't worry, I won't deduct the $50. I was just, getting a little whip out saying, be careful. It's all right. You can have a mistake.
When Sharon quits making mistakes, then she can charge you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So you're good. You're good.
Yes, Janet, I remember working with Doss as well.
Greeter feels 21. I don't want to feel 21. That's the year I lost my father. That was a horrible year for me.
Yeah, my younger.
She's saying I feel my 21-year-old, her child is 21. It may be an old soul somewhat. Yes, we all have moments.
Old souls still take time to mature. The body has to mature up to the level of the old soul, but they catch up faster. By the time they hit their 30s, they're caught up.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me to go back to my childhood or early adulthood.
Oh, me either. Or my 20s. I think life started getting good at 30.
Yeah, I'd say probably the last 3, 4, 5 years for me. It's definitely gotten a lot better.
Well, women aren't even taken seriously as human beings until after 30, so especially in business. But
yeah, exactly.
And I'll tell you, my 50s,
Rochelle,
my 50s have been great. So when I hit 50, I celebrate it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my 50s have been good.
Well, getting back to, we were joking earlier about, I think Rochelle was saying that all the men her age are so old, like it's it's not the age, it's how they act.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm finding that, like I look around and there people my age are just really old, whereas I'm not. And I think I've always felt young and young at heart, and also teaching young children, that kind of stuff really keeps you young. So I definitely would have to have a partner that is still feeling young at heart. Absolutely.
I think too, when you get to I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, when Sharon and I first met, I thought we were the same age. And I'm 10 years younger than Sharon, but yeah. Sharon.
I was just going to say though, too, I feel like once you get to a retirement age too, I think that a lot of times you're not working, so you're not as active, and a lot of times, I think even if once you get to that retirement age, if you're only semi-retired, you're still pretty active, and I feel like a lot of times you act a little bit younger if you're semi-retired rather than
yeah. Well,
I retired very young. I actually retired at 51. So, but I'm busier now retired than I was when I was working.
Well, I think though too, it's like if you have a lot of hobbies or a lot of stuff that you like to do, keep yourself active.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very active.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said before that, I retired 2 years ago, but I still keep my hand in. Like I'll go in, I'm still casual, with my school district. I go in and help out my school. So
Sharon.
Yeah,
they just give you an extra day a week.
I'm not really retired. I just shifted shifted my life. That's all. And so it's, you know, I'm doing this and I love this. This is kind of stuff I've wanted to do all my life. So this is, you know, being able to, you know, have my pension and being able to put some time into this has been really fantastic. And it's, you know, it's keeping me young too. So, and you know, the kids keep
And
me
I
young.
think you would be traveling if COVID hadn't happened. You'd be all over the place. I know you
definitely
would
in my
be.
motorcycle. Yeah, on my motorcycle, I'd be gone. I stay in my province here, British Columbia, on my motorcycle. I haven't been on it the last 2 weeks. I've just, well, because of the family situation, you know, tragedy that's hit my family. I just haven't felt like riding. So I'm always very careful about that. I make sure that I'm in the right frame of mind for riding, you know, because, you know, you gotta be present.
You can't be distracted while you're on a bike.
Oh no,
No,
and you have to be very alert on a bike. And my husband rides, and I'm always on back, but it's 100% focused on your entire surroundings because there's a lot of scary people out there in vehicles around motorcycles.
Yeah,
and
I'm blessed here, but
there's a group in this area that just think it's really funny to try to see if they can get a bike to dump. And I just do not get that. It's just like, really, you're willing to risk somebody's life so that you can have a giggle and a laugh. It's not funny. Yeah, we've almost got hit. We've almost got ran off the road a couple of times and dumped the bike just from crazy teenage drivers flying by and cutting us off.
That's awful.
It's scary.
That is awful.
It's very scary.
Normally when I go riding, it's my meditation. I call it throttle therapy. So I am very present, which is great, right? Really great. And but I'm very alert. I'm looking at everything. Whereas, you know, my mind right now is I would be easily distracted by, you know, by thoughts of my family. So I haven't done it. And fortunately, I follow my gut, you know, no, I'm not ready to ride today. Yeah. But I love it. I mean, I've talked about it so much. I love riding. And it keeps me young too.
I miss it. My husband sold his bike and it's on the list. I think he's going to wait till we move to Pennsylvania and then he's going to go up to Wisconsin and actually buy it from the horse. He rides.
Kathy's moving out close to me. She'll be like an hour away.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
That'll be fun.
I'm going to show up at Starbucks and order coffee.
Gina's
order it from your favorite barista.
Gina M's being a very good moderator here. She said, "Did you answer the question for Colleen Butcher?" You know what? I did see that a while back. Colleen, you can repost, or I could try to find it. Did you get the time on that? Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find it. I think it's quite a while back. Yeah, Colleen, and Colleen's basically, I can throw a rock at Colleen. She's on Vancouver Island. I know you know what that means, Kathy. Yeah. So, yeah, so she could oh, just a minute. I found it at 2:29.
Oh, I'm almost up there. Hold on.
2:29. Hey, Clarence. Clarence is in the house.
I tried calling
a message from Spirit.
Clarence.
Yeah, she's also reposted it at 2:50. I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom. Okay, quick bathroom break. Hey, Connie.
Hi, Connie. I was getting all kinds of hits on Nez today when you were
on the news.
No, on Nez, the president of her tribe, one of the tribal leaders.
What hits were you getting?
Oh, I posted about him knowing about what the VP was up to and stuff. My daughter's Native American too, so I follow the Native American politics quite a bit. and her tribe is very politically active.
Okay.
With treaties and all that. And then Connie's, my daughter's with called the Confederated Tribes, and Connie's with Navajo, right, Connie? It's
Oh,
Navajo.
Nice. I went down to Arizona when I was a kid on a church retreat, and we helped build a church in it was in Arizona or New Mexico. I don't remember. I was really young, but yeah, my aunt was a minister, so we did a lot of traveling when I was young.
Yeah.
But we were on the Navajo reservation.
Yeah, they're beautiful people.
It's beautiful area out there. I love Arizona.
I can't breathe in Arizona.
No, see, I have a hard time in like humid heat, like Florida, but dry heat doesn't bother me as much.
Yeah. I have problems in the high desert. It's the desert sage and that sandy dust gets in my lungs and it just suffocates me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I get like severe hospitalization type asthma attacks from that high desert. I get in big trouble. Let's go ahead and start throwing for
Colleen.
Colleen, yes. Like trying to pull it in.
I'm feeling for you, Colleen, before I even throw, to take a step back and reevaluate a certain situation that's going on. Because I feel like you've kind of rushed judgment a little bit. So maybe just take a step back and really be really perspective on it and really reflect. And you might see things from a different perspective.
They're wanting you to do more meditation too. That will help with your perspective.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Kevin knows I'm a crazy meditator.
I wish I was a lot better about it. I have started
it's taken me a long time to be able to like do that though.
Mm-hmm.
It's years of practice.
I'm very ADD, so for me it's very hard to just
I am too.
Just to stay in focus on nothing. I don't know. But for me, I do get a lot of meditation time when I do my Reiki, but it's not the same as like channeling your spirit guide meditation. I find it's really helpful to do it right when you first wake up, but
that was a tip I gave you.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Falling asleep at night. Those are the two best times to get those deep meditations in. We're waking up and falling asleep. My husband says hi to everybody. I'm still live, honey.
I know why. I'm waving by.
Oh, are you leaving? Okay, I'll see you later. You bumped your head, huh?
I got to see it. I'm gonna still hit this damn thing. Now I got a caution for the dirt.
Good luck with that. That's a famous joke. He always tells me. My husband always used to tell me, "Oh, you bumped your head." You know, like, yeah, you're just thinking crazy. And then he'd turn around and hit himself in the head and knock. He was showing me his wounds. He hung his bike back up. He says, I even took the seat off so I wouldn't hit myself with the seat. And he hit his head on the seat post.
Oh. I was drying some herbs in my dehydrator today, and my husband was looking at something and was without thinking just smacked his head off my food dehydrator. It was funny.
That is funny.
Lots of head smacking going on.
We may have to keep our husbands away from each other, huh?
Too much bull in China shop.
Yeah, too much bull
energy.
We'll just set them we'll just set them between us in a small circle, and we'll meditate around them to balance
Okay.
their energy. I know I showed off the strawberries and champagne, and he
Oh
goes,
yes,
"Oh, I
it's
got
very
a
nice.
Haagen-Dazs for you." He
I
goes,
mean, I
He goes, "I can get the champagne. There's a bottle in the fridge if you want champagne with that." I'm like, "Oh no, the Haagen-Dazs, I'm good." And thank
yeah, I was
you.
gonna say Haagen-Dazs is a good time.
I'd have traded the strawberries, the chocolate covered strawberries, for the Haagen-Dazs any day.
Yeah, they were very good.
Oh, they looked wonderful.
Although I'm not a white chocolate fan, but I like the dark chocolate.
I like the dark chocolate. Yeah. Well, white chocolate isn't even chocolate.
It tastes very sugary and I don't know, processed to me. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah,
But
it's a processed product. It's not actually chocolate.
my mother-in-law got us the chocolate covered strawberries. So
Those are beautiful,
really
though.
nice. Yeah, edible arrangements.
Oh, back when fondues were the rage. This is going back to the 70s. Chocolate covered strawberries. Oh my gosh.
The giant.
Oh.
He had the giant ones. I call them the Watsonville strawberries because that's where they grow them here in California. Is Watsonville sun ripened?
Nice to see you, Debsy.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to come in, Debsy.
Hi, Debsy.
Oh,
Deb's not that far from me either. She's just on the other side of the.
Thanks for dropping in, Mims. Take care. Okay, are we answering a question right now?
We're getting a message from Spirit for Colleen Butcher. Questions that
I thought you would go ahead. Oh, I thought you would go ahead without me.
Well,
we started talking.
Roger had to pop his head in and say hello to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I took so long is I had to prepare a snack for myself. I can't go very long without having a snack. So speaking about, and you guys are talking about food, my blood sugar was getting a little low.
Well, I definitely get meditation.
Okay, so message from Spirit.
I definitely get meditation like what you got, Kathy, with this intuitive communication, really. Like I said, I was feeling to take a step back and reevaluate the situation. And I think if you really think about it and be really meditative and reflective on it, you're going to see things from a different point of view. Because there's a hidden path, a different road that you can go on that you're not seeing at the moment. And then I get in the future remembrance, resurfing of a past feeling or emotion that you're going to be going through. Is Colleen still on?
I don't know. Colleen, are you still here? That's a good question.
But yeah, I would definitely take a moment to really try to meditate.
She's here.
Okay.
Oh, there she is. You must be getting a faster feed than I am. That was slow.
Yeah, and I'm the one with the slow. That's weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm the one with the high speed internet out of the three of us, and yours was moving faster than mine. This is amazing. I actually got 4 major arcanas in this reading.
Oh wow.
Which is like really unheard of. If I would have
really powerful.
Yeah. I'm gonna look this one up.
Colleen's saying, not sure what that means, Kevin. I meditate daily.
Well, like I was feeling before, my spirit guides were telling me that I feel there was a situation, I'm not really sure what that is, that there was some kind of maybe rush judgment and to really reflect on that, and it will change your perspective. I'm not sure if that resonates with you at all.
My first 2 cards is temperance. She needs to temperance to step back.
Mm-hmm.
Be patient. And the second major arcana that came out was judgment. So that's supporting your not rushing to judgment. Whatever she's been working on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The major arcana is saying, yes, you need to temper yourself. Step back and that's what the meditation's about, is allowing you to step back and look at a full perspective in meditation on it. So whatever it is you've been working on lately, you need to temper it back to see the bigger picture, to allow for the bigger picture to come forward from your guides, and not to post judgment too quickly, which is my next card. Don't come to your conclusions too quickly with the Chariot.
Yeah.
And you need to move to the higher ground. This is my only minor arcana card, is the 7 of Swords. Move up to the higher ground. And I think that's representing moving up spiritually into that higher realm. Slowing down, taking perspective. Don't rush to judgment. Don't rush to a conclusion of what the messaging is. Because you're fated to use your gifts.
Oh, wow.
She's saying she's
Powerful
working
reading,
on how to
isn't
change
it?
her art.
Well, maybe that's where that meditation comes in, and really trying to refocus on what inspires you. And then that new perspective will come in.
Mm-hmm. Just need to pace yourself back. Look at the bigger pictures. Take the higher. Look at it from more than one perspective. You know, that higher ground. That gives you a 360-degree perspective if you're up on top of that mountain, looking at the battles around you. Because it's leading you in the right direction. You're fated into whatever this is you're working on. That's a powerful reading. And 4 major arcanas. Wow.
Right.
Bottom of
Are
the
you
deck,
done, Kathleen?
6 of Cups.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Debsy, I heard no.
Oh, Debsy, she's passed and they won't find her. I saw her picture the other day and that's the first 2 things that came to my head. She's passed. Yeah. They will not find her body. She will not be found.
Hey, Jay. Okay, Colleen, I'm going to read what I've got here. I've got the energy of the reading is the wheel. This is Archangel Michael. So the wheel, you know, the fortune, and it says this is a time of positive change. A situation will suddenly move forward. So I guess this artist block you have will move forward. And then the page of Earth are just saying, be patient. You will be successful.
Yeah.
And the 3 of Earth, which is like the 3 of Pentacles, it says the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. This is looking good. And the Knight of Air, events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was kind of getting.
So that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
so
right.
that looks really good.
I
and also the 2 of fire, which is like the 2 of wands. So that's you finding your way. You've come into your own. Continue to move forward. So I think it's a good message. You may be having kind of an artist block right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. It sounds like you're trying to maybe change your style of your artwork, or you're trying to do something different. So it looks good, but they're saying just be patient and keep moving forward. So
Sharon knows I work with my art, with art and writing, both through meditation, and let spirit guide me.
Yeah.
And
well, she does a lot of patient, but they're just saying be patient.
Yeah, be
You'll
patient.
get there.
All that energy will flow.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming.
So thanks for asking the question, Colleen. I always love it when people that are close to where I live come in because, yeah, it's nice. I love my Canadian.
We love our Canadians. We love our Canadians.
Yes.
I grew up right on top of
Yeah.
Canada, so I'm, Canada was my playground. I skied up there. I partied up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not that I was that kind of girl. I was not that big party girl.
I've only ever been up to Toronto or like
yeah.
Niagara Falls. So
yeah,
I in
was
high school we did a band festival in Toronto, and I've been to Niagara Falls a few times. I'm all the way. I'm in Ohio by like Cleveland, so I'm all the way mid-east. Well, not quite Midwest
Right.
east side of that.
Yeah. And I grew up on top of Trail.
Hey, Charlie's Angel Tarot. So Charlie, aren't you from Charlie's Angel? Aren't you from the Netherlands? I think I remember you saying that at one point.
She's from the Netherlands.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah. Oh, my ring light is casting a shadow here.
I did get your email, Char, but I just haven't gotten. Last week I was so sick, terribly sick, and so I haven't got caught up with my emails yet. But I will get there. I've got a couple of readings to book, and I'll get back with you. And I think Kathleen J. Letwerker and I are going to try to coordinate together too at some point.
So Jay, have you got that? Jay, have you got that excellent bottle of scotch yet? Because, you're not getting out of the nasty corner until I get the bottle of scotch. Come on. Get your peeps working on it.
You need her address, Jay, because she's actually expecting it to show up at her doorstep.
I'm expecting it. Yeah. Come on, get your peeps on it because you're not getting out of there until I get it.
He wasn't serving you any.
Deal.
He wasn't serving you any scotch in the chat, Sharon.
I did see one glass of scotch, but I just didn't have time to drink it. So, we were very busy last night. It was a busy night last night.
I missed last night. I was working, but
it was crazy busy. And then a whole group of people came in right at the tail end asking for questions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Am I too late? It's 2 minutes before you guys are finishing.
And they were getting some people were getting a little testy about their questions not being answered, but we couldn't answer everything.
Right. There's always so many
some
questions.
People said oh yeah.
Yeah, I threw a few of them out.
Arlene,
come over here. Sharon's going to be on my channel every Sunday, and we will be happy to read for you if you want to come over here. Yeah.
We're going to have to remind them that. Boy, this sun is really. This is the fall sun. It's, because it's now at a different angle in the sky. So I'm getting it through the window.
Yeah, I've got to.
Yeah, I can only do so much.
3 minutes before mine hits me in the eye and I can't see.
Yeah. Yeah. Arlene felt a little harassed last night. So.
I'm good to read for about 2 hours while I'm doing personal readings. But after that, I'm done.
Exactly.
2 hours.
I mean, even 2 hours isn't a lot.
That's 15 minutes of the 2 hours, depending on how intense the questions are.
Right.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the complexity of the questions, the depth of the questions.
And I feel though too, if you're channeling or for me, mediumships, channeling like that. Yeah, that's what's really draining for me.
Yeah,
so it just depends on how many of those kind of questions you're getting.
And it's hard for me to be on live by myself, and because if I will automatically step into the channel without control of it. And then when I do that, because I'm standing on the other side of the veil, I cannot read. I can see the words, but I cannot translate it into language. And I'm literally, I can see everything moving, but I'm blind. I can it has nothing, blank. And then it's hard to, so if I'm with Sharon or another person and we can read the chat while the other person is reading, then we can change, you can step back and forth, and yeah, it takes more energy, but you can ground back here on this side, which is nice because it helps.
Yeah, it's definitely hard when you're doing a live to really focus on channeling spirit and then doing the chat and going back and forth and, hanging out and talking. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot. And Lisa and I have now, Arlene's now telling us when it's an hour and a half. And because we're just getting too tired. And also it's an hour and a half, and we say, okay, we'll take one or two more questions. And lately, too many times it's been these really heavy duty questions. We end up going more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So now it's an hour and a half, and we're going to the rebel cards or something like that at an hour and a half. Because it is
something easy with that.
Yeah. I think
funny,
going to the rebel cards or just in any of the oracle cards, it keeps the reading going, but it allows us to ground back down.
Right.
Yeah.
Because people that don't read probably don't understand this, but after the show, we all, I'm sure everybody else does it too. We go into a meditative state. We thank our guides for stepping forward. And then we have to ground ourselves to re-level and balance ourselves. It's not just we walk out and then we go grocery shopping or go out to dinner. So, it's not that easy. It takes a lot of physical energy.
Especially when you have really heavy energy that you need to kind of clear out of your space too.
Exactly. Yeah,
I had 2 messages from Spirit that I knew people were going to show up in the room. Sherry and Ellen both showed up, and I knew that they were going to be here because I had gotten advanced messages.
Okay, I just have to interrupt here. Sorry. Gina says Debsy asked a question, but I went back, Gina, and the only question she had was about the body that they found, and Kevin and Kathy already answered that. So, Debsy is just saying Gina, Kathy, and Kevin answered me. Okay. If anybody else has a question, go ahead. So I
if anybody wants to hear the answer to that, it was on the little girl Gabby that came up missing in Arizona, and she has crossed over, and they will not be finding her body. That it's not meant to be found. So I took one picture of that little girl. I instantly knew. I haven't even read on what it was about even. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, when I stepped away for that time, I heard you guys saying that you're both ADD. So am I. And teaching made me worse. Teaching made me much worse because with teaching, you've got so many things going on in your head. You're looking at, Toby over there is, I got to get on him, or, that kind of thing. Oh, I have to do this next, or, I see him losing them. I'm going to have to step it up. And it's just all these things going on at once in your head. It's like, the, on the Ed Sullivan show, when they had those guys with the spinning plates, you see one wobbling, go, got to get that one. So that's what teaching's like. And it made my ADD so much worse.
The fun thing about it, though, is she is a special ed teacher. She teaches the kids that have learning disabilities. And when I met Sharon, she said, I'm a teacher. I said, you do special ed, don't you? I'm dyslexic. And she goes, I know you're dyslexic. She's just like, I can say that,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. And I'm I would have loved to have been in your classroom as a student. I would have loved to.
I did have a special ed job until 2003, the year before the government at the time stripped our teachers' contracts. So we didn't have enough funding for special ed. So I found myself out of a job, but I to transfer back into a classroom. And I loved it. It was the best thing I could have done. It was grade 2, 3, 4. It was on a smaller island than the one I'm on now. And I just loved it. Whereas, I would pull kids out, being the learning assistants or special ed teacher, pull kids out and work with their skills and stuff like that. It was so much better for me to see them in the whole classroom environment. And I was able to adapt things much better when I was, right in where they were learning. So I never went back I had one brief stint in 2008, but I loved being in the classroom and using my skills. So
But when you have those skills, you probably were the teacher that got more of them in your class than normal. That were identified.
Yes, I did. I was loaded up, and particularly, Connie is saying, well, just a minute. Particularly behavior, the kids that were, really hard to handle, they gave them to me because I could handle them. And basically,
Connie's saying they found her. Wow. I got they weren't going to find her. I heard this morning Linda G said they weren't going to find her too. That's amazing.
That is amazing. I wonder if they're sure it's her.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of.
That was the first thing that crossed my mind. Are they sure it's her and not another child? Now I'm curious.
Huh.
I hope it's not another child because that means there's 2 dead. I'm not sure it's her.
Thank you, Gma. That's very sweet.
Or they believe it's her. He just said. Yeah, I wasn't feeling that they were going to find her, but.
I'm kidding, it's a different child.
It's near Wind River, Wyoming. Oh,
that's a long way away. She come missing in Arizona. I don't think it's the same child. I got my pins on. I'm going to ask.
But anyways, I had a great teaching career, and that's why I keep my hand in it a bit, even now, because I just love it. I love helping the underdog.
I was going to say, Sharon.
Yeah, Debsy, I feel the same. What's that?
I was going to say that I could definitely feel like you a teacher for younger children and really thriving at that. I can definitely feel that energy around you.
Oh yeah.
Just imagine her with a chicken hat on.
Yeah,
I've seen pics.
When I had to teach something boring. When I had to teach something boring, I put this chicken hat. It was a chicken, and her legs hung down here, and I would change my voice. Anyways, I actually would go into the zone. Like I was channeling. Her name was Amelia, and I would channel Amelia, and she taught boring things like grammar, and when Amelia was there, I was gone, and. I mean, it was me stepping back. I could see what was going on, but it was me really stepping back and seeing what Amelia was doing. But I would do things like all of a sudden. I mean, I love dancing with the kids. I would put the tunes on, pump them up, and I'd have all the kids dancing. And then Then I would take the hat off just so they didn't see. And then I'd go, what are you guys doing? You're supposed to be working. You're up dancing and being wild. Like, what's going on here? And they just got so used to it. They said, "Oh, Amelia was here," and I go, "Oh, okay, gotcha."
Sharon was everyone's favorite elementary school teacher.
Yeah, she's the one that they fought to get in her classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, my
it's
granddaughter
true.
got in that
But I had,
classroom.
well, I had to-
Yeah,
yeah.
my
Kevin, hi,
pendulum
Sheila.
said that
Kevin,
that's not Gabby they found. My pendulum said it's not her, it's somebody else.
oh,
Which is sad because that means there's
interesting.
another child out there that's something awful's happened to.
And horrible for her family too.
You know, absolutely. It's
I'm
horrible.
surprised they let it break that they found the
I
body
know.
at all before they identified it.
Yeah. I have a little window on how that family's feeling. I mean, we're going through an awful time right now.
Yeah.
But doing stuff like this,
Well, hello,
distracts me, and I love
Sheila.
it. Hi,
Yeah,
Sheila.
Sheila Inquisitive Tarot here in the
Oh,
house.
exactly. Yeah, Deb Z says the coroner was dispatched to the location, but wish they'd wait for confirmation. Yeah, that's not fair to the family.
No, because I mean, it's bad enough when the family finds out they found a body and they have to wait for that. It's they die 1,000 deaths.
Yeah.
In hope and in disappointment.
Exactly. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Hi, Colleen.
Well, the sad thing is, it's a child about the same age as her. And that means that there's an unreported child out there that was been missing, or a child that's been, is on an exploited child list that they just quit looking for, and they're not even tying it together yet. So.
Okay. Does anybody have a question? I just feel like we need to get off this because I'm really feeling it.
Yeah.
That negative energy. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I just need to switch topics here. Yeah. I'm going to sage.
I'm just going to wind it out.
Yes, it's very sad, Demo. Very sad.
Send some love and light to all the families.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That are suffering from missing children.
Sheila says she knew she was gone. Young female coming to me last night. Connie Brown had a good question.
I read it yesterday. Who did? Sharon?
Deb Z has a question. She's wondering how much bigger her butt will get.
Oh, Deb Z.
Well, Deb, if you'll move away from the refrigerator, it will shrink.
Yeah.
My grandmother says, yes, you just need to push yourself a foot further away from that table edge.
You know what I find also helps, although I'm trying to lose weight too. COVID's, I think most people have put weight on during COVID.
Yeah.
And, but one of the things I find helps is using a smaller plate rather than a dinner plate. Use a smaller plate.
Oh, I eat on the dessert size plate, the little 6-inch plates.
Exactly.
I like food too much. I was doing I like to cook, and at the beginning of quarantine, I was overdoing it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I love to cook, but I become a resentful cook because I can't eat meat anymore, and my husband doesn't appreciate that I make him wonderful food. His friends do. I don't mind when his friends come over, I'll cook for him. So I'm finding that he's bringing more and more friends over now. so he gets dinner.
Oh.
He's trying to close that loophole.
Right.
That's okay. They appreciate it, though. You know, they thank me, and can I take half of it home? And sure, go ahead. I don't need it in my refrigerator. I can't eat it.
Come here, George. Come here.
Yeah, I'm a forced vegetarian, which I don't mind. I like vegetarian food. I've always been a huge vegetable eater. But when you're making tri-tips and ribs and steak and all that good stuff, it's really cruel. You know.
Hey, Deb Z. Yeah, my boobs always arrive 20 minutes before the rest of me does.
I ran through that line.
But if I could take the fluff from my butt. Yeah. She said, if I could take the fluff from my butt and add it to my booblahs would get somewhere 10 minutes before the rest of me. Okay. Apparently there's a question. Oh, Sheila Inquisitero Kathy is saying she wants to hammer down a date so she can be a guest, or either a guest on her channel is what she was saying.
I believe that my understanding is we had agreed on the 27th on her channel. Am I wrong?
Yeah. And also, Gina, you said there was another question somewhere? Oh, that's Mr. George, your dog. Very
Yes,
cute
this
dog,
is
by the
Mr.
way,
George.
Kevin.
Oh, cute.
He's about 12, and I have
cute.
Cooper, come here. Hold on.
Cooper's a great name for a dog.
He likes to fight with his brother.
It is.
And of course, I'm not getting him very good, but
He's a shepherd mix.
yes.
Part dingo?
He is an Australian
Australian.
cattle dog.
Australian.
But I think he's mixed. He looks like he has a little bit of collie in his face too.
Yeah, I didn't see his face. I saw the spots, so I knew he had a shepherd. I knew the body. A shepherd has the same body type. I sent Kevin a picture of my horse, didn't I?
Your horse? No.
My Ridgeback, my dog. Who's a cycling horse.
I don't remember if you did or not.
He's as tall as I'm 5'9", and he stands just above me now on his hind feet.
That's too big of dog poop to be cleaning up.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't have that experience yet.
Oh, well, lucky you.
I'll let you know one day.
Okay.
That's why we're looking at an acre of land, so I don't have to pick it up.
Yeah, right. There you go. I got a small backyard, so between the two of them, that's a fun mess to clean up.
Yeah, well, I think my backyard and your backyard are about the same from what I've saw in the pictures.
Yeah.
But mine's large for California. Mine's probably about 3 times the size of what they're putting on normal houses now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, California, you open the sliding door and you reach across and you touch the fence.
Hi, Sheila.
Okay, so I'm just noticing here. So Gina, I don't know the question that Connie asked. If she could repost it, that would be great. And then Greeter has a question.
Yeah, I see Greeter's
But
question.
we'll go to Connie first because, we'll go to Connie first if she still has a question. Deb C thought you said pooper rather than Cooper, Kevin.
Oh, I call him Coop.
Yes,
Coopy
they are
Poopy.
now. Coopy Poopy, all right.
And I'm writing the time down for Teresa's question. So.
Yeah. So Connie, do you still have a question? Oh, Connie asked if her boss is jealous of her. Okay, so
I heard yes.
So Connie's is.
I think I've read on that before for Connie too. I remember her asking me
Yeah.
something similar to that about her boss anyway.
Okay, there's your answer, Connie. Yes.
Yeah, I heard yes.
She used to teach middle school in English. Okay.
Greeter, I think your friend's going through some personal stuff right now, I feel.
Mhm. I'm not seeing any health issues. It's something
It's some personal, I think,
personal,
family
family
issues.
related. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I'm hearing family issues.
Bye,
The health is
Clarence.
good
Take
though.
care.
Bye, Clarence.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, Greeter. Or I feel an issue with a man. I'm getting the King of Swords popping up. So I think your friend, maybe it's a husband or a father, has some kind of issues. I'm getting the Devil reverse. So that could be maybe some kind of addictions or being somewhat detached. And the Eight of Wands reverse. So that's really stagnant energy. I feel I feel your friend's going through some family issues that she's struggling with.
It's causing it's affecting whoever's involved in this. It's affecting their ability to work and their finances, which is causing a lot of stress across the board. And that's where the
Maybe your
heartache's
son.
lying. And that's where the heartache's lying. I do get the Ace of Wands and the Chariot, though, so this can get turned around. It's just going to take some time, but they will move forward with the resolution of it. But yeah, that's where her friends. Yeah, it's financial burdens and all that. That's causing.
I'm wondering if it's addiction issues with her son, maybe.
It could
With
be.
my Devil card, I was kind of feeling.
Well, and I'm getting that Ace of. I'm getting the Ace of Wands, but it's the fire energy that I'm reading off that card that sort of leads me to that. Yeah, that might be an addiction issue that's he's working through. I think he will get through it. But addictions can cause huge financial burdens. I have this feeling that whatever they're doing, there's a family intervention going on. It's affecting the whole entire family. They're stepping forward, though, to resolve the issues. Takes a village. Yeah, they're looking for the balance in the family. That's my underlying card, is the balance. And the Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Yeah, they're working through it. They're working with whatever the issue is underlying in their family that's causing this burden, this financial strife.
An intervention.
The family's got a game plan. They're pulling together as a big family unit. Yeah, it's stressful, but they're going to get through it. So.
Yeah, and I've got, when you said intervention, Yeah, when you said intervention, I just laid down this card, the 2 of Swords. I think, yeah, definitely, there's an intervention. And here's the 3 of Pentacles. There, the family's going to do that because there's been a lot of heartache, but they will work through it. I
Yeah.
see the 6 of Wands and happiness. The 9 of the 10 of Cups.
Happy
The
family.
energy of the reading is the happy family. The
Yeah, and I
energy
got
of the
the
reading
4
bottom
of
of the
Wands,
deck
which
is
is that family.
Queen of right, Queen of Pentacles. But I looked at her and she's looking very sad. It's funny, so this is your friend, your 75-year-old friend. I mean, she's the matriarch, she's the one that takes care of everybody, but she's looking very sad because this is really giving her a lot of grief to know that her son is not taking care of her grandson.
Yeah, I get
So my
that. Your
friend
friend.
has your grandson.
I get that she's
Yeah.
she's like the glue for that family, that she holds the whole family together.
There's one in every family.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's, definitely that's her, the Queen of Pentacles for sure. But she looks very sad.
But there is good outcome coming from it. They will get through it.
Yeah.
Just let your friend know, greeter, that you're there for her if she needs anything. That's all you can do, and give her space to deal and get through that.
Just let her know that your shoulder's there if
Yeah.
she needs somebody to reach out to, because that's your friendship with her is her one outlet.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you're welcome, greeter. I hope
everything works
really
out.
hoping it works out
Nicely for them quickly.
Yeah.
Like I've encouraged on several of my programs now, anybody out there that's having COVID depression, COVID anxiety, it's affecting people so many different ways, mentally, physically. If you need help, reach out to people, reach out. There's counseling centers going up in all the cities now that they're recognizing that people are struggling. And don't be afraid to reach out and get some help if you need it. Professional help, counseling. I think all of us have gone through personal, private counseling. Best thing I ever did. They're not there to fix you and hit you with the magic wand and correct your errors. It does take time. They're there to guide you and to focus you back into the right direction of life. And I'd do it 1,000 times again. I highly recommend it if you're needing help to seek it. So
I really see things really letting up with the virus come the end of this year, beginning. I think we're going to really start to be able to go out and enjoy ourselves come spring, summer of next year.
Yeah, I've been seeing that too. I think everything's going to just do an about face come spring, March, April.
Yep.
And towards May. I think May's when the doors are going to open wide up with travel and things like that.
Yep. I definitely felt a lot of travel come like next summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good news, because I'd surely love to travel more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roger gets that motorcycle. Watch out, Sharon.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was showing off. He was sharing that the motorcycle he wanted to buy, and he goes, send Sharon a copy, show her what I want. So I did. He says, and we'll be up there as soon as I get it. Terrific. Is that okay with you, Kathy? My husband's planning to go visit Sharon.
Well, there's great riding up here.
I'm just listening to Sharon, and I'll catch up later.
We've got lots of turns and twisties. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I love riding the mountains.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it's very like scenic, and that's your time out in nature. in nature meditating, you were saying, while you're on your bike.
Yeah, when we had the bike, we'd go up to
Gorgeous.
Yosemite, or we'd go up to the Sierra Nevadas and ride the mountains up to past the lake and in the mountains.
Yeah. So
I live in the bottom of the
so
Central
great.
Valley. It's flat here. It's boring. It's hot. It's ugly. But yeah, we can get up to the mountains and it's beautiful. Best place to ride.
Greeter,
Oh,
you're
welcome,
welcome.
Greeter.
And Connie? She's saying to you, Kathy, I'm on chapter 6 of my manuscript revision. I had to restrict my lunchtime for myself. No gossipy teachers allowed. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, I told you can start singing the chapters over. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah. Okay.
She's been working on this manuscript for a while now.
Yeah, I'm going to start.
Oh, we got a question. Deb, you're in up in the Mojave, right?
I do feel a cold winter coming, and I see a lot of snow. I think especially more in the New England area. Yeah.
Texas is gonna get hit with another freeze too.
Yeah.
Just like last year. Unexpected freeze are gonna get hit harder this time. So those of you in Texas, if you haven't got a generator, make up a backup plan for fuel, warmth, etc., because you're going to need it, as your whole system's going down again. Because Abbott hasn't taken the responsibility he needs to take to start working on that grid. I don't see that they've done anything.
I'm not feeling so much cold or like wet weather like on the West Coast, like Oregon, like Northern California or Washington. I'm feeling it more in really cold in the Midwest, and then a lot of wet snow up in the New England. So yeah, you might be okay with the snow, Debsy.
Deb's in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's like Victorville area.
Apple Valley,
Victorville, yeah. I almost moved out there. Yeah, she's about 4 hours southeast of me.
Do you normally get a lot of snow in California?
Not
like
northern. We get heat here. I'm up by Bakersfield and Fresno. I'm in the hot part of the state.
Yeah.
She does get some up in her area, but she's in high desert, so she gets that light blanketing periodically.
Okay.
Good night, Gina. You're hired.
Connie says it's 45 degrees in Yellowstone National Park. That's quite a ways away from us.
I love Yellowstone. It's so beautiful.
Now, I asked for a colder winter for the majority of North America, so including Canada as well. And I got, yes, the Ace of Swords. And then I got the Fool. And I believe that this spirit asked, pulled this card because there's a lot of snow on the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
And there's going to be some folks finding this very restrictive with these big snowfalls and also occurring loss, particularly in places like Texas. So I'd say yes. I mean, the West Coast, I think I agree. It won't be so bad for us, but yeah, I think it's going to be bad elsewhere. Yes, you do need the water. Yeah, so having the snow in the mountains is really important. We haven't had a lot of snow in the mountains here. We've basically having a drought, and of course, this summer was there was no water, no rain for all of summer. We're finally getting rain this week.
I've been telling people on the West Coast, I feel rain coming very soon. I
I'm
was
getting
feeling
it.
October.
I ran it. My cards for California. I get a victory card, which to me for California means we are going to get rains this year.
Good. Good.
But I don't think we're going to get disastrous rains because I get the High Priestess and the Eight of Cups. There may be one really bad shower that causes a tower moment. That'll happen. That will hit probably the LA basin area where they always get mudslides. But it's not going to be a rain after rain after rain causing mudslides. I think it's going to be a one bad event. Either LA, Santa Barbara, one of those areas along in there, Ventura, that will get enough rain to cause some mudslides. But I think we're going to get a nice rainfall. It's going to be intermittent. We're not going to get the torrential flood, the flooding rains, the flash flood rains. We're going to have a nice steady off and on intermittently coming through California, which we need.
Yeah, we've really welcomed the rain here. It's been almost a week of rain. It even rained today off and on. Now it's sunny, as you could see from my window. But yeah, I was very happy to see all this rain.
We're like in the 17th or 18th year of a drought period. So
oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, our summers have been really, really dry over the last 7 years.
It's going to take a long time for California to regain their water tables back. So
yeah,
it's not going to be an overnight event. And the way we want to receive the rains in California is intermittently, just a nice off and on showers through the year rather than downpours. We don't want the storms. We want the slow and steady.
I'm feeling like 5 to 10 years with the water and that is all dried up where it starts to get restored. I think droughts are going to be going on for probably at least the next 5 years, and then it starts getting better.
I also see them doing water conversions on utilizing ocean waters to feed crops in California. And that'll be coming in the next probably 7 to 10 years. And they've had the tech. I mean, the Navy have been using the technology on their ships for years, for centuries. They just need to find a way to do it offshore or on the coastal property. And they'll find good uses for all the salts that they get from the byproduct of purifying the salt water into fresh water. They'll find all kinds of different resources with new technologies in to green energy and stuff to utilize those byproducts so that it won't poison the earth. So they will find ways to use it where they're not just dumping the salts and causing a bigger problem. So
Kathy and Kevin, I'm going to have to go. And I've got this tickle that just isn't going away. So I need to go. But it was so wonderful to read with you two together, and I would love to do it again. It was so nice meeting you, Kevin.
Too.
It was nice meeting you, Sharon. It was a real fun time.
Yeah,
isn't it wonderful to read with? I was telling Sharon, it's so easy to read with.
I love your energy, Kevin. And let's talk, the three of us, like off the live stream, and because I would love to do some work with you guys. That would be great.
Oh yes, I would.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so I am going to have to go. And Deb Z says Nap is calling me.
Well, it was fun. It was fun being here with everybody, and we love the questions. And maybe we can get this happening a little more frequently together as a group, and we might switch it up on the different channels if we need to, which would work great too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, we'll all get together. We'll set up a Zoom and talk later in the week, Sharon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah, send me when you're available, and I'll coordinate it with Kevin, and we'll get together.
Lovely. That would be lovely.
That'd be
I would
fun.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Okay,
having me
I'm
on
gonna
your
go.
channel, Kathy.
Oh, I
And
loved it.
hi,
I've been
Sharon. It was a pleasure.
looking so forward to working with you too, Kevin. So I
Yeah, I've been
absolutely
looking forward
love
to it
your
for a long
energy.
time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, it's been really fun, and of course we talk all the time, so
Yeah.
off and on, and I love that too. We've become very good friends, and so wonderful.
Yes.
Of course, you know, he's my little brother in another life. So I had a
Yes,
dream. I
that's
actually laid down. I was sick. I had a dream about you, and I was like, you were this little boy, 5 years younger than me, and I woke up and my phone starts dinging instantly. I had just sat up, and you called me, and then I told you about the dream, and it was just the most amazing thing. I was like, that was just so weird. And you had called me because you thought something was up, and I had actually been sick. Yeah, it was really, really fun. So it is great reading with you. I'm glad we finally got to do this, Kevin, and I look forward to doing it again. Yeah.
Yes, me too.
Let
Thank
me
you for having me
know.
on your
I'll come over
channel.
and join
I'm glad I
you.
could come on.
I'm glad you could too. Send my love to Dan.
I will.
And
Thank you.
congratulations on your anniversary. I know how important
Thank
that
you.
is. So it's wonderful. And we'll say goodbye to everybody right now. Thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. And Gina, I'll get back to you. And if Ellen, if you're still in the room, I'll give you a call because I do have a message from your father from this morning. He reached out. And
well, take care, everyone. It was fun reading for you all. And thank you for having me on, Kathy. We'll have to do this again real soon.
yes, looking forward to it. Okay. Thank you,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye.